What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. I would like to thank you guys for joining me, to all my new listeners as well as my OGs. You know I love you so. Now make sure you guys follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who it can help. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter, and it is Cushmas, aka Christmas. And today we're going to be focusing in on Jupiter magic with rootwork and conjure, and also the significant transits that have transpired over the last 24 to 48 hours. As y'all know, I've taken a little break for the last couple of days, and I was just kind of, woosah, because it has been a lot of energy, not bad energy, just a lot of energy. So I took a little holiday break and I'm back like I never left. So let's get into the vibes of today. Y'all know that Thursdays is, like I said, is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is very much giving confidence, blessing your home, your family, your friends, which is a perfect vibe for Christmas, if you will, because what are people doing today? They're enjoying their families, their friends, their children, their homes. So that's like a perfect little vibe. And even if you don't have like a big celebration, you should still put like energy into your home and your little family today, even if it's pets and even if it's just you, give yourself a break, allow yourself to have a moment. Why not? Why not? Okay. But yeah, so Jupiter is very much giving contracts. Jupiter is very much giving long-term situations, luck, blessings, prosperity within business, and things that, good things take time. So I would look and I would see where Jupiter was in my chart, and I would be focusing in on where that energy might go for today. 234. This may be more of that's on the timestamp. This may be more of like an active type of vibe. You may have to put in a little work, step by step, day by day. Speaking of which, Venus did go into Capricorn yesterday, y'all, and that's very much, if you're an evolved hustler, this is going to be building a financial loyalty, durable relationships, serious money magic, and it's good for contract work as well as refining your client strategy. So yeah, yesterday was the day that the choices were being made. Things were being done. Let me see if anything else is shifting, because we are coming towards the end of the year, and I am about to lock in and do the forecast as well. It's been very interesting downloads lately, which is why I said I had to take a brief moment, because I was still posting, but I get hella downloads the past couple of days. Once we talked about that situation, they were sending me so many downloads. I was like, oh my god. So I've been taking a break. I just wrapped up posting the last of that reading yesterday. So I was like, let me tap in, because but right now the moon is waxing crescent in Pisces. It did move into Pisces today, and it will be in Pisces tomorrow. Then we got a first quarter in Aries. Ooh, and y'all know we shifting over, we are shifting over into, we're ending the year in Taurus. I'm just looking ahead, y'all, for what's to come. Looking ahead. Aries, wax and crescent. We got Taurus for about 3 days. So we end the 2026 cycle in a very stable, attractive, but still prosperous type of energy. 2026 is definitely going to be a very interesting year. It is the year of, did I mention this last time that 2026 was the year of Mercury? I think that deserves its own little astrology post, to be honest, because we got a lot going on, and that's why I think they was sending me them downloads. And shout out to the commenter on, what was she talking to me on? I think it was TikTok. And she was like, or it may have been Threads. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of research in terms of the new gods and the old gods, as well as the concept of chaos. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I was talking in the reading about the fact that eventually we weren't going to have a choice. And that question was like on me, like, why are y'all saying we don't have a choice? What is that all about? You know, when they be sending me downloads or whatever, I be trying to figure out, like, sometimes I be receiving a message just like y'all be receiving the message. So that set with me. And when I started to do the research of what we were dealing with in terms of like drawing the line in the sand and this like going into who you will rep your set, basically. And it's crazy. Okay, so before I get all off track, two things. She mentioned that 2029 was the year of chaos. I would go back to that. I don't know whether that was on Threads or that was on TikTok that she said that when I was talking about that. So that was interesting because I mentioned how I was getting a download that when you go through chaos, like you can't control what comes through the portal, which is very interesting. The portal of chaos, the portal of, you know, things. Chaos is the oldest, obviously, from nothing. Like all of the other gods and goddesses and Gaia and the aka Mama Earth, everything came to be. So once it gets to a point of chaos, that's what they mean. Like we won't have a choice in the matter in terms of what side do you choose. It's going to be kind of, you need to get on what your side is. So I know a lot of people like, like, but it's factual because the downloads that I was getting and the freaking like signs that they were sending, like today, for instance, randomly a post popped up and it was like a guy and he was talking about embodying your god or your goddess or whoever, you know, came to you and how they were stepping into vessels. I was like, damn. Then the conversation about Zeus wanting to remain like top dog type things, because I don't know if y'all ever listened to me before, but when I talked about this, but I'll go back to it. So Zeus is Jupiter, and Jupiter, like who we say is God for entertainment purposes only, is Jupiter, is Zeus, okay? And a lot of lesser entities are ruling, just like in that show, like the government, the church and state. Then you got city officials. Then you got, like, it's a trickle down. It's a hierarchy. So they're trying to retain, you know, influence, retain power before it gets to the point of chaos. That was the point of my like whole post or whatever. And when I say I was getting massive ass downloads, I was getting so many comments. It's like so much engagement from them posts that like I could feel that energy. And they was sending me like commercials from the show on Disney Plus, Percy Jackson and the Varsity Olympians or whatever it is. I didn't know that's what it was. And, you know, not too much on me, y'all, because I haven't watched that one. Now, that one I ain't really sat down and watched. I be seeing clips of it. And coincidentally enough, it's on Hulu and Disney Plus. So I'm going to wait because it come on once a week like a normal show. And I think they do 8 episodes a season. Well, maybe I will go ahead and, you know, splurge and check out the first season and then check out the second season too. But it has something because the message. I was answering a guy who was saying there's always a choice. Maybe not the easiest one, but he was like, there's always a choice, right? And I was like, I looked up and it's the commercial about Percy and how like him in the show, him and Zeus was like having a little tea or whatever. And I was like, damn. So it's time for me to watch that. obviously. I've never seen it. I know about it, but I've never seen it. So I am going to check it out for research purposes. Then I went to talking about Kemet, not Egyptian versus Greek gods, and how the pantheon was like very, very similar. And of course, people was bringing up to me that this was also the re-imaging of Kemet, which is ancient Egypt. As y'all know, when we got into this thing, right, they started renaming shit. Even Isis, her name is not Isis, her name is Aset. So I knew that Egypt's name was. So now we get to the point, okay, now we got to do a history lesson. So I was just like, damn. Okay, it's just so much. And I'm like, okay, y'all. But I researched this because when I got ready to name my business, when I was going through like my birth chart and learning more about my guides and things like that, I was heavily into like figuring it out, because I was like, okay, if Lilith was the first woman for etc., who's the first woman for the Egyptian or the Kemet like pantheon or whatever? And they do have it, and it's extensive, it's a lot. Like the gods and the goddesses choose the pharaohs, like, and it's extensive. It's a lot of information. It's a hell of a motherfucking rabbit hole if you ever care to go down it. And like I felt like, you know, I was given like a buffer, you know, not even a buffer. I was given like a little sprinkle, you know. And people was, I'm not above learning shit, but I felt like people was assuming that I wasn't aware. And I'm like, my company's name is Now House Collective, like Cush Concierge, like, come on, y'all. But that also alerted me to the fact that there's something that I need to start speaking up on, because as you get ready to choose this side, and I told old girl that I was gonna look up the concept of chaos if we had until 2029, because that gives me a little time to teach more and help people figure out like which direction they supposed to be going in, or at least point you in the right direction. And they give me a little bit more time. So we have a Mars year this year, which was the year of the snake, which we were shedding, we were going to war. Next year is the horse, and it's supposed to be Mercury. So that's heavy with the business and things of that nature and technology. Man, life imitate art is so fucking hard, and it be so crazy when people like try to logic their way out of shit. Like I had did this post on Threads where I was like, you don't believe in astrology, like you study it. Like it doesn't matter whether you believe it or not, you live it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like those things in themselves are astrology, you know. So there's no getting, we've had this conversation before, there's no getting around that shit. So knowing that things are happening, then random, right? We having like the most random conversation right now, y'all. It's a wolf that's like ancient, and they was talking about how that bitch just popped up out of nowhere. And it's not AI. It's not like whatever. It's a wolf that just popped up out of nowhere. An ancient like fucking wolf. The Lyke, I might be saying that wrong. Don't quote me, because I'm doing this shit off the meat rack, y'all. So make sure you cross check, do your own work. But yeah, like that brought me back to when I said that portal is open, and that's why they have to start telling us stuff, because shit finna start coming through that motherfucker, because they don't have control over the masses like they used to. It's almost giving Tower of Babel type vibes, like it's getting to that point again. And what did he do when that shit happened? He scattered the masses and gave them, that's the story, right? And I know a lot of what we read is, interpretation and perspective, and maybe a little lie here and there, depending on who's telling the story. So you never truly know. But you can't deny the facts and looking around and what's happening and how crazy this shit is going right now. So, but yo, it's crazy. But so I'm thinking like I might tap more into that, because some people touch on Egyptian pantheon, but a lot of people don't. But when you do touch on that, you realize how fucked up they really are. Like, how they came in and they absorbed, and eventually, because there were no more pharaohs, because when Cleopatra went away, they redid the whole situation after a little while, so it became different. So that I was like, girl, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I mean, because it does prove what a lot of people don't want to deal with, because we in the system of no child left behind, and everybody's a star, and so such and so and so, and it begins to the fact that everybody got a place, everybody is a hierarchy, everybody come from certain like energies and entity, like we do. Like, you can really break that shit down. I'm telling y'all, when I ran down that rabbit hole, when I was researching her, I was like, what the fuck? But I kind of left it alone, because like I said, it's a lot and it's extensive, but worth the look. So we'll decide if I'm gonna do it like in Cush Academy, and however I'm gonna handle that, because worth it though, because we need to know. We definitely need to fucking know. So let's just discuss Venus in Capricorn, so we can see what's what. See what's what. Commit the art of investing in what you want. Falling in love with devotion and discipline and integrity and structure, baby. This is not a bad romance, okay? It is devotion proved over time. And I don't know, maybe that's what I'm getting around to in terms of picking, not even picking, because they pick you. They pick you and they start coming to you. I get that a lot too. Like, how do I know who is my guide? How do I know who's who? Or whatever. When I do my coachings and I talk to my clients. And a lot of times, like, they'll come to you. Now, that don't mean you gotta accept. That don't mean you gotta, and some of them will fade in and out. But a lot of us have, just like when they do the Orishas, confirmation, and they say, who got your head? Who got your, or who sit on your head? Everybody, Hecate don't sit on everybody's head. You might choose Hecate, but Hecate, I don't even want to do all that, y'all. I ain't. That's why I definitely encourage getting to know your birth chart. That I will live on that hill. I will thrive on that hill. Get to know your birth chart, because another creator made a very good point. He was like, everybody want to be a child of Oshun. Everybody want to be a son of, a child of Shango or whatever. And they don't be everybody lane. Like, a lot of people choose Hecate because she's popular, because she's just the go-to gal, and it makes sense. But she might not be sitting on your head, but you'll never know that until you dig into your birth chart to see. And also, you'll get signs and synchronicities. Now there's a difference to me when you trying to do like work, you know what I'm saying, or you might be like a devotee. That don't mean you meant to be a priestess or a priest of that person. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm breaking it down like it should be broke down, y'all, because y'all know I'll be off the dome with it. But I feel like this is a relevant conversation, because Venus in Capricorn is all about that devotion and tying yourself to that energy. And like I said the other time we talked, they on some like pick a side, any side type shit, because when it's time to go to war, we need to know who's who. And a lot of people are like, well, damn, I'm for Jesus. God. Oh, y'all, I had the illest fucking download about that. Okay, so before I gotta get it out of my brain, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. And I was hesitant about posting these on social media, because I knew they was gonna have a fucking field day. But I also got the craziest download that, okay, so like, y'all remember how Cronus ate his children, right? And if Zeus is God, right? Walk with me now. If Zeus is God and Jesus is God's, so y'all know what he was saying, right? And he was sacrificed because he said he was the son of God, right? And y'all see where I'm going with this? And y'all know Zeus, right, is Cronus's son, right? And then they went to war, and then Zeus sent him to Tartaria and etc., right? So then comes along Jesus, and if Zeus is truly looking for the masculine, or at one point he was, right? I'm gonna keep saying right. I hope that didn't get on y'all nerves. Whatever. So boom. What if Zeus meant to sacrifice Jesus? Zeus, aka God, meant to sacrifice Jesus, Yeshua, because he was like, I can perform miracles. He was a demigod, basically, right? So what if Zeus meant the sacrifice? What if that was that was supposed to happen? The Roman Church, listen, follow me. The Roman Church sacrifices Yeshua because he committed blasphemy. And he was a political prisoner of war, okay? And a refugee. And they put him on the cross. We wear the cross. And basically, almost like they do the slaves. Like they put them, they leave them hanging. They did all this cruel ass shit to him. We have the cross, but that's a symbolism of his, like, assassination, basically, you know. And then the Roman Church martyrs him, right? And I feel like that's a way to keep us in line, keep you fearful. And then now the Roman Church is now the Catholic Church. Well, my bad, the Christian Church. So what if Zeus meant for that shit to happen? Because if you watch the show Chaos, like I told y'all to watch, he looking for the son, but the son is now a daughter. So now he looking for the matriarch. Like rabbit holes, man. I'm telling you. Don't follow the white rabbit unless you're grounded, though. Okay, let me get that preface, because I was telling people that, like, when you're doing this type of research, you can get lost in the sauce quick. So, like, because it's crazy, and it go in a bunch of circles, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? So just make sure you're grounding, make sure you're staying active in society, you know what I'm saying? Meditating, taking your spiritual baths. Let me do that as a precursor, because I ain't trying to send nobody into, you know, land of the la-la, okay? But yeah, that crossed my mind, random fucking thought. Like, what if, like, well, you know how they be, what they say. He sacrificed his one only begotten son, and we be like, yeah, sacrifice for our sins, and then we eat the blood of, you know, him, you know, metaphorically, every first of the month as an offering to have a good month, and we blood sacrifice. I'm telling you, that shit, I was like, whoa. So then when I got that download, I was like, taking a break, because what? Say what now? What's the tea, nigga? Oh, fuck. But yo, what if that's like by design? Because he came and he was performing miracles, he was doing this shit, he was leading the masses, he was doing that shit, and Zeus just could not have that. Leave that one right there. No shade, all tea. I'm just giving the sauce. Like, hey, one way or the other. But still, if you really pay attention, it's like, you acting like Kronos a little bit. You acting like your daddy's son. Okay? So, pick a side and decide, they say. Now, themes of Venus and Capricorn is going to be love is commitment, not convenience, money through strategy, consistency, and authority, beauty through refinement and maturity, pleasure that is earned, intentional and exclusive, and we need relationships that support legacy and elevation, okay? Confirmation. So you need to ask yourself, what am I willing to show up for daily? Where do I need stronger boundaries with love and money? And what systems support my worth long term? In terms of the hustle, you guys, Venus in Capricorn is elite for business astrology. So make sure y'all pay attention to your girl moving forward. This is a great window to raise your prices, to create long-term offers, okay? It's good for refining brand aesthetics, professional collaborations, financial boundary settings as well. Capricorn rewards consistency, not desperation, okay? I got a little affirmation for y'all. I declare and I decree my value compounds with time. I am paid for my mastery. As I will it, so mote it be. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now, in terms of matters of the heart, right? This is a transit where love does become quite serious grown folk business. You need to reevaluate your commitments. Your desire for stability needs to override excitement. You're going to attract possibly older, more established or authoritative partners. And you need to end the dynamics that lack effort and respect. This is basically all about your standards and self-worth, So focusing on green flags, reliability, respect for your time, emotional maturity, and follow through. Okay? Get right. Now, I got a little altar work that I'm going to be posting on Patreon. So make sure y'all tap in so y'all can check that out. It's going to be giving a guidebook to what you need to be focusing in on your altars for this transit to be successful. I think this is a good day, right? But I think I'm right on time. Tomorrow is a Venus day. I'm right on time. Fuck all that. Okay. Yeah. So, beauty and self-worth ritual. That's right on time for tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow, guys. So tap in on Patreon. So now, what you need to ask yourself during this time period, because we are in the winter solstice and you are doing shadow work, I hope. Okay? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing shadow work right now. Where do you fear commitment to yourself first and foremost? Do I undervalue my time or my labor? What comforts am I using to avoid discipline? What does success really mean to me? What means the world to you? Okay? Now sit with these. Sit with it. You ain't got to answer it all right away. But do sit with it and figure out what's up. Because when you get to deciding who you gonna roll with, you need to make sure that it benefits you. You need to make sure that you willing to do the work. Because when it comes to a lot confirmation, they yup. Because when it comes to these spirits, you know how they are about they things, baby. They don't like to share altars, a lot of them. They don't when you dipping and dabbing with La Santissima, she's a for lifer, okay? Say Expedite, you know how he roll. Gimme Cocoa Puffs. You told me you was gonna do it. Okay, so and a lot of them are very serious. Hecate, she's serious. Certain Orishas, they're serious business. So make sure you know what you're doing and you ready for the ride. Basically, there's a lot of benefit, but it's also work. It's also dedication. Not worshiping, but you're not worshiping, but you damn sure need to be what you asking for. Hey, they don't got no type of understanding for real. Okay? Alright. But yeah, I just feel like it's a worthy look into at this point. For real. I'm gonna open the roads because we are getting ready to just jump right on into a collective reading as promised. Now, in terms of transits, y'all already know the moon has shifted itself into Pisces. So, delusions of grandeur are lifting. You might be having a lot of dreams, a lot of premonitions right now. Attracting messages and downloads. Like I said, y'all, that's why I had to take a little break. I'm saying the message of downloads been going crazy. And you start to feel that energy. And I'm a Pisces stellium. So, yeah. Lots of retrogrades. Now, one of the nodes is getting ready to station direct right now. Jupiter, Uranus, and the North Node and Chiron are still retrograding. So right now, the Sun is in Capricorn, Venus is in Capricorn, Mars is in Capricorn, baby. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow motion better than no motion. You know how I feel about that. We don't have a lot of 0 degrees today. The only one for real is Chiron in Aries, squaring Jupiter in Cancer at 0 degrees, which is retrograde. No, Jupiter is not. Is Jupiter retrograde? I said it right. It is. So that's funny because a lot of people with their family and their friends and their lovers today, I bet that's an interesting dynamic going on. I have no contact for obvious reasons, but I'm pretty sure it's a trigger day though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, once you get past it, you be like, okay, but it could definitely be a moment of triggers if you let it. So let's get with it. Let's see what's up. Oh, 10 of coins to the Father of coins. Yeah, someone is very dedicated. It's grown folk business. Grown folk business like a motherfucker. Somebody's legacy is up for question. Long term, somebody needs to make a decision. All right, spirits, thank you so much for opening the roads for me and allowing me to stand here on behalf of the collective. Thank you so much for covering and protecting me as I go on this journey, protecting us, shit, because you never know. And thank you for the gift. You know I don't abuse the gift. I honor it, I appreciate it, I love it, I respect it. What goddess do y'all got for us today? Now that Venus has gone into Capricorn and y'all been shooting like snipers lately with the messages. Okay. Y'all, I ain't been live so long. I keep saying that for real. I do shit off of gut, and it's just right now. I want to though. I do, but then my spirit be like, nah. But I swear, my intention be, shit. That's why I told y'all, follow me on other social networks, because you never know when I'm going to start talking in one place when spirits say, don't talk right here no more. Don't do that no more. I be following my gut, and y'all should too. Something about it. I don't know what it is, but anywho. But I also feel the tug of, like, stepping back into it. So I know I'll be back soon enough. People be pulling on your energy for one. For when. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Woo. Okay. We got Ace of Sticks in the reverse. Past, present. We got 3 of Sticks in reverse. Collective, we got Bishop C.H. Mason in reverse Taurus. Some things never change. Why are you being so stubborn? Tell me about the near future. In what is this? This is the star card in the upright. So this is Aquarius, about Aquarius season. When the Aquarius moon, that just passed. So it must be talking about Aquarius season. Overall, oops, 5 of Knives in the upright. Somebody is being forced. Somebody's lies is being exposed. 5 weeks is significant, y'all. So past energy. Somebody refused to take some sort of opportunity or chance. This person is being quite aggressive, right? For the past 5 days. 1 to 5, 1 through 5. Somebody being aggressive right now. People are talking about someone's movements, what somebody doing. Tell me about the Three of Sticks in reverse. And it looks like they've experienced some delay. They delayed making some sort of decision because there's a refusal to see that a tower is coming, or there could be just like no decision is a decision. Sometimes you just be like, fuck it. Tell me more. And this could have to do with a Mother of Sticks, a fire sign feminine energy here. Somebody is taking the leads, taking action to avoid a tower, trying to delay some sort of actions here. What's going on with her? Yeah, she's trying to lift her burdens. This person could be looking for help. It's heavy fire sign energy right now, which is crazy. Fire. Sagittarius season just ended. What's going on with that? Tell me more of this. So somebody's trying to take the lead here to avoid something from happening. They need some help. And this masculine seems to have some sort of plan or goal. Son of Coins here. To, like, she could have been trying to help this masculine achieve a goal. And someone could have thought that they were protected when they decided to take an active move, and now they're fighting. They could be battling with a Leo. Heavy fire sign. I see a lot of like ego issues here right now with somebody, and it's feminine energy too. So this is a Leo going through this. Wait, hold on, cause I don't see. Leo. A Leo is currently trying to delay some sort of action from being taken. She's trying to avoid a tower. So she has a plan, or has some sort of plan to relieve a burden. And it looks as though this energy here had the goal of, she thought she was protected. This person thought they could protect her. But now somebody's having to shift into fight or flight mode, because this Leo is getting what she deserves for something she did maybe 7 years ago. 7 of Coins in reverse. She's been doing something for a long time. And Son of Baskets in reverse. This masculine could be upset. She's been doing this to this person since they were younger. This could also be a Virgo. She could have been doing this to this masculine son. There's a Virgo here. And this Virgo could have been hiding that he was upset about it, or he was going through this. And now somebody's getting what they deserve. They're recalling some sort of memory here. Yeah, somebody's taking a look at something. Judgment here. Somebody's realizing something today. Yeah, they're realizing that they were trapped, 8 of Baskets in reverse, in a very codependent relationship or partnership. And they trapped, and this is why they haven't been able to get a rebirth or a new beginning in their life, Scorpio. Yeah, this person's realizing that they were betrayed by this individual. Ooh. Wow. Family matters, honey. Family matters. Tell me about the Bishop C.H. Mason in reverse. So somebody in your energy, you no longer see them. Confirmation, you no longer have this person on a pedestal. This could be you, God forbid. But I'm going to take it as it's somebody in your energy, because we don't technically move this way in this collective. They are having a problem dealing with what they did. It's Taurus energy here, and Capricorn. And the devil's in reverse, so they was refusing to change the way they saw something, refusing to change the way they handle shit. And now, yeah, it's an illusion. This person was under the illusion they could have been lied to, or lied to you. Ace of Knives in reverse. And it's given very much, you make a bad gamble. 6 of Coins in reverse. They made a bad gamble, and they gambled wrong. And now they're being forced to rethink their plan. But this person, Father of Sticks in reverse, there's a masculine King of Wands energy here that is abusing their power. What do you think? This is negative. I got the Father of Sticks in reverse to the Father of Knives in reverse. You could have had a family with these individuals. part of a family, starting a new relationship here, starting a new life. Somebody did take some sort of action. They could have been manipulated into starting another family. Yeah, they were. Son of Knives in reverse. Somebody feels lied to. They lied. They didn't know all the details. Yeah, they could have been lied to by a Cancer here. A Cancer lied to this person to stop them. They didn't want them to have a fulfilling life emotionally. Nine of Baskets in reverse with a Mother of Coins, Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah, they saw maybe you were nurturing this setting, and they didn't want this person to be able to walk away. Somebody just refused to make a decision here when it came to this Father Sim. So Temperance, so that's Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Now someone's stuck. They can't walk away from this person. They're trapped with whoever this is, this illusion. And now they're looking to try to figure out how they can survive this disaster. But again, with the illusion energy, I got the Moon card here, Cancer. Yeah, somebody is under some sort of illusion. This person is this Mother of Knives. You got some in reverse. She's a master manipulator. And maybe could have manipulated this Father of Coins into thinking that they be set. Yup, Daughter of Coins in the upright. They be set. She's casting illusions. Miss Ida, High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. Now because of some sort of lack of knowledge or impatience, somebody don't know how to protect themselves. And this masculine, this Father of Baskets in the upright, that Cancer, he's upset because the cycle is still open, and somebody seems to have gotten clarity now that they finna be in some trouble. Six of Sticks in reverse. Why are they in trouble? They in trouble because somebody moved reckless. Somebody did some reckless ass shit. Son of Sticks could be fire sign energy. This person is Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, somebody in trouble. They did something reckless. They did something illegal. Did something that maybe they just embarrassed themselves. And now you got the essence of somebody needing help or helping. Yeah, somebody's trying to help. Or they could have casted the illusion of help. But this was so a person wouldn't go on a journey, take a leap of faith. They didn't want them to change their mind frame because they were more focused on this Aunt Caroline trying to get to some sort of money or financial gain. Wheel of Fortune. What happens by Aquarius season? By Aquarius season, somebody's going to court. Or they're going to have to face what some sort of injustice, some sort of same thing here. Because I got the Justice in reverse, Libra. They're going to court because they entered some sort of offer. I just heard enter a plea deal. Yeah. Somebody's realizing that there was an injustice here when they took some sort of offer with a Leo here, the Sun card. Took an offer for exposure, thinking they be blessed. Yeah, it has to do with a work situation. This could have been some sort of employment drama, business drama. Eight of Coins in reverse. It's being revealed that they're not going to reach their goal, or they never intended to do business with this person. And now they're trying to end some sort of stagnation. So in the next 4 months, these people going to start losing business deals, losing jobs. Shit. Yeah. Daughter of Knives in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not talking to someone or stop talking to someone out of loyalty to their family. Somebody's not listening, not talking. This was their family's wish fulfillment. This person was being controlled. Aries could be significant. They were abusive, controlling in this partnership or relationship. Didn't want to take responsibility for their actions moving forward. Yeah, they refuse to see this shit. They blind to it. Blind as hell. Refuse to let go of this dead situation. And now they're bitter because their family legacy. Yeah. Yeah, they refuse to let go of some sort of money, status. And a Mother of Baskets in reverse ended a relationship. They could have ended this relationship for someone being overly emotional. Now you've got some sort of quick movement here. Yeah. Somebody moved on very quickly. Into another group. Collaboration. They could have been working with a empress here. Now someone wants to work with an empress, but they're stuck in this group dynamic, this contract I'm hearing with this Gemini. They got a contract that they haven't fulfilled. Ace of Coins in reverse. And now someone's being forced to move on, or you could have moved on. Someone's trying to move on so that they could be stable. That's weird. That's a very interesting dynamic that's going on there. There'll be a lot of interesting things going on in Aquarius season is what Spirit is saying, because there's a lot of injustice that was going on, and now people's like ties are going to start to be illuminated. So if people was like doing bad business or behind the scenes deals and shit, it's gonna be illuminated that why they took these offers and these deals. Money is slowing down, and they're being forced to accept certain contracts here. Maybe somebody's refusing to listen to their spirit team. Somebody's loyalty is to their family. Yeah, they're being controlled by money, by status. Ooh, this is interesting. What? I'm at 46 minutes, y'all. Might have to catch the rest of this after this in a video. I might try to do a little sum up. But what the fuck? Yeah, it's some lies. Like somebody could be lying in court, lying to officials, lying to spirits, but you can't lie to spirits. That King of Cups in reverse, this person's upset. Whoever that King of Cups in reverse is, they losing out on some sort of money, some sort of deal. They fucked up. Or they finna be fucked up. Tell me more. So from the past, there's a Queen of Swords in reverse, of air sign feminine. Somebody could have been manipulating a Temperance energy, manipulating things, manipulating facts, manipulating reality here for a Sagittarius, and now they're fighting. So you got an air sign and a Sagittarius is fighting. Fighting what? Fighting who? This group of people. Yeah, someone's fighting because they wanted success no matter what. They wanted to be able to have some sort of success. And now they're no longer able to take that leap forward because these people are no longer celebrating. They're no longer friends. 3 of Cups in reverse, because someone here was trying to force someone to take action. Maybe force someone, or couldn't force a person to take some sort of offer. This is a Leo. She couldn't force this person. Something's being revealed here. Yeah, about someone's responsibilities to an emperor. And now this person could be under judgment in reverse. They're under judgment. And see, they were thinking that they wouldn't have to worry about this when they like solidified these relationships. They mended these partnerships. Yeah, that's the truth. If some sort of truth is being discovered about how someone chose to get ahead, doing something reckless or abusing their power. King of Wands in reverse. With this Empress in reverse, somebody abused their power. Someone's very materialistic. This has caused a breakdown of these relationship or partnership. 2 of Cups in reverse. Someone could have cheated here. There could have been cheating. Yeah. Somebody cheated. And now this situation done. Death. Expired. Present. So there's a Queen of Cups in reverse. A mother figure who could have been upset about some sort of... somebody's upset with their family. 10 of Pentacles, about some sort of money, legacy here. Now someone's moved on. 6 of Swords. Somebody upset because they were trying to build some sort of legacy. I got the 10 of Coins to the 9 of Coins. Pentacles. 3, 2, 1 on the timestamp. And now someone's moved on from this idea. Maybe this is how you won this fight, because this King of Cups in reverse was trying to manipulate you into taking an offer here. And they were being deceptive. 7 of Swords here. And maybe you realize this shit. Somebody's realized something about a Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person could have been trying to manipulate themselves or manipulate. These people have been manipulated, thinking this person was a high priestess. But she couldn't make the switch. She couldn't wear this crown. That's crazy. Strength in reverse. She tried to do magic to make someone weak so that she could assume the position. She thought she was in control. What? Confirmation, y'all. Collective. So Pisces, Hangman here. We are in Pisces moon. Somebody is stuck in a relationship they don't want to be in. And they're no longer proud of what they've done. They got in a relationship that they weren't proud of. Somebody did. They can't make peace with this. The fact that they're stuck. This is almost like a partnership, a business agreement. 3 of Pentacles. Somebody thought that if they got into this long-term contract 3 years ago, maybe, somebody could have been trying to avoid a tower by getting in this relationship, thinking they have the desires. Maybe they wanted to do this for their family. And someone's now lost control, or they're unable to save money. Somebody's lost control of a situation. They're trapped now. Because, okay, I got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse to this is the 9 of Swords. Somebody's trapped. King of Swords in reverse. Air sign masculine. Gave them some sort of long-term contract here. And they took that bitch thinking that they reach a goal and end some sort of like stagnation here. They needed their help. They thought they needed the help with the money, and they thought this would fix their problems in the physical if they took this action quickly. But what they didn't realize is going forward, they were rushing, and now they rushed too quickly into this Chariot. Somebody rushed this because they wanted them to make a bad decision. And now this information is coming out that someone else was trying to relieve a debt. They could have owed a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And they lied to this person about being able to build some sort of effort or partnership here. And a Virgo is being exposed for something, lack of work. They don't work with this Virgo. And they weren't in regret at first because this Virgo maybe seemed to supply some money. But secretly, Cancer, this person chose to stay to avoid a 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So they're giving opportunities, but they took these so they wouldn't have to fight. Ooh, these messy ass folks. Near future, because we ain't got time for this shit. Over the world, exactly. And the upright. Yeah, this shit over. These people are running out of options. Yeah, so now there's quick movement here. This person is rushing things. That Taurus gonna be trying to Hierophant, the higher level official, whatever. Somebody's rushing to get to the top of that. I just heard I'm on top of that, Rose. Yeah, they rushing some shit. Rushing to get a message out, rushing a plan. Because they're attached. Capricorn, they'll be rushing this. What I told y'all, Capricorn season. Yeah, they're attached to some sort of situation, illegal situation. Justice in reverse again. And they trying to come in on up out of the cold, baby. So they've made a quick decision to get some money, honey. They making a quick move they could be relocating, trying to relocate. I don't care if I'm on the run. As long as I'm next to you. Somebody on the run, baby. They finna be on the run. Yeah. They making decisions based on money. Yeah, they trying to get in and out of the code because they got some sort of illegal shit going on that they attached to. And they are going to try to come in and rush a plan, rush some dialogue because they need this. They need this high level official. Maybe could be coming in with some communication, because they don't have no other option in order to end this cycle. So if you the person that these people supposed to be talking to, like, they running out of options. These people got to talk to you. They got to deal with you, because they, yeah. But they also got a clusterfuck going on with this Cancer and this Sagittarius, as well as this Virgo. They got some shit going on. Whoa. Yep. Who's in control is going to be revealed. You could be not talking to these people from your past because a mystery has been uncovered. Yeah, something they were doing is being uncovered. If it's not uncovered now, it's going to be uncovered by Aquarius season, because I got stillness in reverse. It's being uncovered. These people have cursed themselves. Maybe they didn't believe you at first. They didn't believe in your strength. And now they're being consumed because you were determined to evolve, and these people had bad intentions in the past. They didn't want to see shit change for whoever this Taurus is, providing the upright present. Yeah, so now balance is being restored. Somebody's trying to balance out a situation. I got balance and death in reverse. Balancing out their life. They thought this relationship would balance them out, but they're not happy. Joy in reverse. Because somebody's mask has been ripped off, Gemini, and a secret's coming out that why this particular person may have gone after them, or they went after someone, so they try to minimize, so they can minimize their energy, cloak their energy. Yeah, they thought by being patient they would find peace, but they losing. They still losing. Damn, y'all. They still taking L's. Because they're trying to destroy some sort of history, some sort of memory here. Somebody still, yeah, they were trying to destroy someone's memory. They didn't want this person to remember your relationship. This person hasn't been getting any rest because their family is still trying to con them. Collective, you're wise. You know what's going on. And you're protected. Your wisdom is what's protecting you right now. Or they need your wisdom for protection. Spirit said, no deal, though. Don't deal with whoever this Cancer or this Capricorn is. I collaborate in reverse. Yeah, this person's not confident right now. You need to follow your instincts. Yeah, you need to have the courage to destroy. Somebody's building up the courage to destroy you, or this could be vice versa. Yeah, you're gonna need to adapt to these people. They mean, you don't trust them. Yeah, they trying to play games, so you don't feel like, I told you, they trying to trick you into thinking they ain't who they are. Especially that Leo. Overall, yeah, somebody's like business is being aired about the work they do, and now they trapped. They're trying to trap you. Don't be scared. Somebody doesn't even have the wherewithal to heal. Fuck it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep my team brief. Your power is being exposed to these people. They can't do shit with you, for real. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this more up in a video. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let me close this portal out, because it's nasty energy. And yeah, we would most definitely chat soon, okay? Make sure you follow, like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You never know if you can help. And you know, we're going to chat soon. In the meantime, in between time, join my Patreon so you guys can check out those Venus and Capricorn rituals. Yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.